crazy. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. One Piece. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my little reaction of One Piece anime as I watch it. I think the last thing I uploaded on here was my review of episode 11-17. Just some quick housekeeping things. I'm just a nigga who likes One Piece. I don't give a damn about the manga. I ain't gonna read the manga anytime soon. Actually, I'm in the process of reading the manga right now, but I'm still on chapter one. So it's gonna be a minute. Um, yeah, I'm just thinking like this One Piece. I just want to talk about it because I ain't got nobody else to talk to. So what what best than to talk to the people of the internet, of the interwebs. So, um, I binge watched episode 11-18 to 11-22. And if you guys don't already know, One Piece is going on like a 6 month break, if I'm not mistaken, until I want to say like or May of next year, sometime around that time. Um, don't know why they're going on break, but hey, they've been giving us One Piece pretty consistently for the past, what, 20, 25 years. So, hey, if they need a break, they need a break. My main thing is as long as Oda finishes the story the way he meant to finish the story, that's all that matters. Everything else can take its time. It doesn't matter. So I'm wishing best of health to Oda. Not just because of One Piece, but just in general. Don't like seeing people die. Anyways, um, yeah. So I watched episode 118 to 11-18 to 11-22, and my God, 18, 19, and I want to say 20 was just a dumpster drop of information. And when I say information, I mean information. We got a lot of information from the three episodes that I first binged. Just give a quick recap of. I'll give a quick recap and kind of talk about the things we learned along the way. So when we last left off, King Cobra was going to meet with the five Elder Stars. Mind you, we this is the retelling of what happened because from what we know, Sabo supposedly killed King Cobra. Most of us know Sabo and know that's not something he would do, right? So we just want to know, okay, what happened exactly? Because from what we've heard, slash, I think from what we heard in the anime so far, basically all hell broke loose at this reverie. For whatever reason, this reverie was special. So, anyways, so we pick up with King Cobra going into meet with the five Elder Stars. You already know that is not a recipe for good things to happen. So he goes in, um, he sees don't know if it has a name, but I'm gonna just call it the empty throne. And he sees like, there's pan into the swords and shit stuff there, and the elder stars come up and like, all right, yo, cuh, what you trying to talk to us about, cuh? And he was like, yeah, so you know, there's been so this is where the information dump starts. So he's like, when this whole nation thing was created about 800 years ago, there were 20 families who came up and became the celestial dragons. But one of those families was one of the rulers before me. I don't know how many rulers before him. But her name was Nefertiti. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Nefertiti Lily. and she never returned. So I just want to know what happened to her. They're like, "Yeah, we ain't know what happened to her, cuz we thought she left too. We surprised that she disappeared. We don't know what happened to her." They're over here having this back and forth. He's trying to get answers out of them. They're like, "Nah, ain't nothing happened, cuz we don't know. We don't know. We know they're lying." Um, so as that's happening, this nigga Emu, this tall, dark, whatever you call it thing, shows up, and the other star's like, "Yo, you ain't supposed to be out here, cuz it was supposed to be a secret." And nigga just keeps walking. I don't know who he is. He just keeps walking. He just keeps walking and sits on the throne. Cobra's like, in his mind, he's like, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm done." He's like, "I'm cooked." Because mind you, he's also kind of sick. He's in a wheelchair. He's like, "Yeah, I'm cooked." But he's like, "I thought nobody was sitting on the throne. You guys aren't supposed to be controlling this." And Emu dude was like, "Yeah, I got a question for you, cuz. What's Shawty's real name? This Lily person you talking about, what's her real name?" At first, Cobra was like, "If I lie, you ain't gonna let me free if I lie, right?" It's like they're like, "Nah, we ain't letting you go nowhere." I was like, "Damn." He's like, "Damn." He's like, "Well, it is what it is, cuh." So he said, "Her name is Nefertiti D. Lily." And my man Emu crashes up. Not my man. He ain't my man. Fuck that nigga. Actually, I don't know too much about him. Still fuck him. But Emu crashes out. And he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "D?" Hey, yo, pause if needed. He's like, "D?" And then he goes and basically, I don't know what kind of power it was, but he turned into have y'all seen Demon Slayer? If you remember, one of the dudes they fought on in like the first season that could send the arrows places, right? If you picture that, but just picture a black arrow stabs stabs King Cobra. Meanwhile, to everybody's surprise, Sabo was actually in the room, listened to everything, listened to this whole conversation, and he pops out the woodwork. I'm not gonna lie, I had to pause and rewind because the way they clipped it together, the shock of whatever the hell was going on, I thought Sabo killed Cobra for a second too. And I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Did I see that right?" But no, it was the arrow, not fire. Because then Sabo just pops out the shadows with the fire. He's trying to save King Cobra. And then everyone's like, "Who the fuck is this nigga?" And they all just crash out and turn into blobs, black blobs. I'm like, "What in the fuck is going on here?" Excuse my French. What in the I had to pause. I had to take a breather real quick. I'm like, wait a minute. What is going on? See, I knew there was something shady going. Like, obviously, you knew there was something shady going on, but this was not what I was expecting slash thinking it was going to be. I thought it was going to be some corrupt government shit. I mean, granted, it still could be that, but the blobs of monsters or something of the sort. Even the five other stars, they each had like shapes to them. To like, I'm assuming they represent some type of animal, so that could correlate to their powers later on. I don't know. I'm just speculating based on what I've seen and normally how animes go and whatnot. But yeah, it turns into a blob, and I'm just like, "Hey, yo, what in the bloody hell?" I'm like, "Luffy, does Luffy gotta fight these people?" Because this, so this is what I love about One Piece too. This is way bigger than just the Straw Hat Crew. Like the Straw Hat Crew is just a cog in the system. They ain't got nothing to do with. There's a whole giant scheme of things going on. They're just one part of the puzzle. The annoying part of the puzzle to the government people, but they're still just a small part of the puzzle. Because I don't know what the hell is going on right now. Because I just thought about it. we remember seeing Emu with the giant straw hat. Like, what does that symbolize? I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Oh, also too, before Cobra died, we also got some information that the people with D may be somehow related to her, and somehow Nefertiti D Lily was responsible somehow, some way for the poneglyphs being out in the world and things of that nature. So like she's kind of the one who quote unquote started this whole pirate era in a sense, supposedly, according to what the dialogue was saying. If I misconstrued, please correct me in the comments. Um Also, while you're in the comments, please no manga spoilers. So this is anime only. I want this to be a nice space for anime only watchers. Um but yeah, so he stabs King Cobra. Ace, I mean I say Ace. Sabo pops out the shadows to try and save Cobra. He's carrying Cobra and he starts dipping. He makes a wall of flame. Actually, no. Hold on. Rewind. We're gonna rewind real quick. So he pops out the flame. He pops out the corner to stop them from killing Cobra. Mind, he's already been stabbed, so he's already weakened this one, but he's not dead yet just yet. He pops out the shadow and sends a fire fist right at Emu's face. Emu chomps that shit up. I'm like, ooh, okay. Even Saba was like, well, so okay, I moved ahead too quickly. So Sabo pops out, does the fire fist, Mance eats it up, everybody crashes out into their blobby forms. And Sabo was like, well, I thought I was gonna be able to take y'all all down together, but yeah, that ain't happening. All right, deuces sets a wall of flames and was like, yeah, I'm gone. He carries King Cobra. He's running. King Cobra is like, oh, I'm so, hey, yo, bro, young blood, you gotta leave me here, bro. I ain't gonna make it. Take the information you know. Tell Luffy and my daughter Vivi that we all share the will of D, basically. Pause if needed. And so I was like, oh shit. He's like, Ace had D in his name. Luffy had D in his name. He's like, oh shit. He's starting to piece things together. Meanwhile, he's still being chased by the fucking people. And I believe Emu's black blob catches up to them and stabs Sabo, which is why I don't know what the powers is because remember, Sabo ate the flame fruit, so he's technically a Logia type. So physical attack shouldn't work on him. But as we know, Haki does exist in this world. Are they covered perpetual Haki? Is that why they're black? Who knows? All I know is Sabo got stabbed. So and there's five other stars plus Emu. So there's six of these niggas. He's like, bruh. Because he gets stabbed. He drops the king. The king is like, young blood, you ain't making it. Go deliver my message. I'm counting on you. Because I remember you Luffy's brother, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, how do you know Luffy? He's like, he saved my life. And he's like, oh, yeah, that sounds like Luffy. So King Cobra stops to slow them down for a second. And Sabo gets the fuck out of there. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. This is Sabo also retelling the story, but we're also watching it as well. So that's Sabo's side of the story. We're going to pause on that for a second. As the King Cobra dude is getting killed by Emu, you see someone's watching off in the distance. Who is it? It's the last person I even suspected to be relevant again, but somehow it's Wobble, the motherfucker that eats everything. He's back. And he sees that shit. He's like, oh, hell to the motherfucking no. I need to get off this island now. And this nigga starts booking it. He said, oh, no. He runs into the guards. He's like, they like, are you okay, King Wapple? The conference is over here. He's like, I ain't see shit. I ain't so shit. I need to get out of here now. I don't give a shit what the fuck you talking about. I need to get the fuck off this island now. Nigga's not listening to nobody. He's like, I need to get out of here now. Mans is booking. He said, he's a runner. He's a track star. Mans was booking it. I was like, damn. You know, I'm actually kind of happy. Got smart people in in a show for once. Because niggas, when you see something shady, just get the fuck out of. Why are you there? What are you staying around for? Ain't nothing, you saw a nigga just die. They ain't above killing people, so just get the fuck out of Dodge. So that's what he's doing. Um, we pan over to Vivi getting she was captured by CP0. If you remember last time, I think they met her at the bottom of the stairs, and they captured her. I'm assuming because she's related to King Cobra and the whole Nefertiti Lily thing. So they were keeping her locked up, and she's trying to get answers out of them. He was like, I don't fucking know. The people keeping her was like, I don't know. We got Fujitori and the broccoli motherfucker fighting in the hall. We got this shit going on here. We got this shit going on here. But hey, it ain't none of your business. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. And all of a sudden you hear boom, boom. And they're like, what the fuck is that? And next thing you know, the wall in the room they're in comes crashing down. And guess who it is? This man Wapple. This man is like, I don't give a fuck what is in my way. I am making a. He said the fastest way from point A to point B is a straight line. And this nigga meant it. He said, I don't give a fuck. He's a runner. He's a track star. Man is booking it, crashing through walls. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Vivi, being smart, sees this as her opportunity to escape. And I don't know how, but she jumps in his mouth and she escapes that way. And they're off to the pier. All right, we're going to pause on that story for a second. Now we go over to the courtyard, and the motherfucker celestial dragon that was trying to capture Shirahoshi, the giant mermaid princess from Fishman Island, has Kuma, and he's capturing this motherfucking mermaid. And ain't nothing nobody can do because they're celestial dragons and shit. So her brothers come and are about to attack, but then the celestial dragon that turned somewhat decent human being stops him like, yo, don't do it. Let them handle it because they don't got a country to worry about. You do. We don't want to destroy your country. Behold, it's Sai and Leo. These motherfuckers are here to protect Shirahoshi as well. And they both do this spinning roundhouse kick to this nigga's dome. I believe this is the same nigga Luffy punched way back in Sabaody. I believe it's the same nigga. But these niggas flattened him like a pancake. And when I say pancake, I mean a pancake. Cause I'm like, this nigga must be dead. This nigga must be dead. There's no way he's alive. The way they smushed this nigga's head, he has to be dead. He has to be dead. Oh my god! And then guess what they end up doing on top of that? They talk about in the name of Luffy, we're doing this for Luffy. We're the Straw Hat Brigade. I was like, oh Lord, have mercy. First it was Bartholomew doing shit in Luffy's name. Now you got these niggas doing shit in Luffy's name. I'm like, oh shit. We're you can tell we're definitely in the end game now. We are definitely in the end game now. Because, sheesh, the amount of conflict that's being set up right now is crazy. Yeah, and that's where that plot line pretty much ends. Catching back up to Sabo. So we're flashing. So we were in a flashback. So we flash back to present time, and he's talking to Ivankov and Dragon, telling them the whole spiel, blah, 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 blah. And Ivankov was like, oh, Emu, that name sounds familiar. Out of the original 20 people, there was this nigga named something, something Emu from the whatever tribe. And we do know that it is possible to give immortality. So what if they're the same person? And I was like, oh, shit. Well, that would explain a lot. Because at first I was thinking, when we first met Emu, they were talking about sorry. I should probably turn my notifications off. Yeah, when they first met Emu, then when talking about Nefertiti Lily, I was like, oh, is that her? Could be, maybe. But then like maybe she turned evil or something like that. But then this makes more sense that he's potentially one of the 20 founding members of the Celestial Dragons. And I'm just like, yo, okay. We kind of know, we still don't fully know what the D initial means, but we know a little bit about that. We know a little bit more about how the Celestial Dragons came to be. We kind of know more about the voice century. There's still more questions to be answered because who the fuck are these people? Like, I still don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm assuming we're gonna get all these questions answered because we are we are deep in it right now. All right. So Ivankov was like, oh, maybe it's what's it called? It's Emu from what you call it from back in the day because he could be alive because we know devil fruits can grant immortality. For example, Law's devil fruit, and I would not be surprised if Law's devil fruit was not the only one that can grant immortality. The Appa Nomi. Um, so yeah, they're just thinking about that, and then because of all this shit that's been happening on Marijois, Emu's like, all right, let's test out this cannon or whatever doomsday device that Dr. Vegapunk made for us. And let's check it out on Lulucia, I believe is the name of the country. I don't remember. I could be saying that wrong, but it starts with L. Lulucia. Um, and the Elder Stars is like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, we got you. But why? And he's like, Emu's just like, yeah, it's close. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. The reason I'm saying it's crazy is because going back to the pier where um, Sabo made his way to the pier because he's trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. Wapple and Vivi made their way to the pier because they're also trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. Everyone's running from the fucking government right now. And Sabo is going to Lucia. I forget where Wapple and Vivi are going, but yeah, we'll come back to them in a second. So yeah, so luckily, or coincidentally enough, the Revolutionary Army were already in Lucia trying to cause an uprising, and they had recruited some people to be in the Revolutionary Army, and they made it off the island just in time. And Sabo used the transponder snail, knowing that they would be watching, and basically made them think he was in Lelouchio. He didn't know that they were going to unleash this type of weapon. Because I forgot what episode it was, but it just opened up with a death beam of destruction, and the whole island got wiped. And I'm just like, okay, what is going on? Now we have our answer. We know why. They just wanted to test out the death beam, and they thought Saba was there, so they're like, "Oh, two birds, one stone." Oh, so they have a death beam. It was something floating in the sky. Dragon is like, okay, why? If like, what kind of weapon is this? He doesn't believe Vegapunk would have made something that would harm innocents. And then they're like, okay, maybe it's an ancient weapon of some sort. And then Dragon is like, okay, why have they kept it a secret this time? And why use it now? Again, like I said, we are in the end game now. If you didn't already know, there's so many hints now. We're definitely in the end game. Um, this saga ain't called the final saga for nothing. Because sheesh, we're definitely in the end game. All right. So that kind of wraps up Sabo's story, as far as we know. Then we switch over to Vivian Wapple. I don't know if this is going to come out later, but Wapple knows Morgan's, and he calls up Morgan. He's like, I need you to hide me in exchange for a scoop. I got the biggest scoop you ever know." And Piers Morgan's like, "Ooh, juicy story. We got you. Whenever you get to wherever you're going, we'll be there making a fake research project. You get on our boat, give me the story. We'll publish that shit. I don't know if he's actually gonna publish it because this is like some some crazy shit. There's some crazy shit. And I feel like Morgan's might be in on it. Is my feeling. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like he is. There's something about him that I don't trust. Something about his character. I'm like, do I really trust this nigga? But it is what it is. So yeah. And then mind you, Wapo saw that King Cobra died, right? So Vivi's like, "Oh, you have a transpondence now." So after he got off the phone with Morgan's, he's like, "Yo, let me use that thing. Let me call my dad real quick and let him know that know what's going on." He was like, "Nah, you can't do that. You cannot do that." And she's like, "Why? Why can't I call? Why are you being selfish? Why are you being selfish? You got a whole phone. You already made your call. You got yourself set up. I'm trying to make a call so I can get myself set up. Like, why are you being selfish?" And he's like, "Nah." He's like, "Why can't I?" He's like, "Just nah. You don't want to do that, cuz." I'm like, so, and that I think that's the end of that interaction. Um, does he tell her? I don't know. But also, meanwhile, back on Marriage Wall, you have the bodyguards for King Cobra and Vivi looking for them, and we get the story that they framed Sabo for King Cobra's murder. Prince Vivi's went missing, and yeah, and then I believe we come back later and we find. Speaking of which, I think I said this in the last thing, but there's like a new group of like government workers. I think I forgot what they're called, the Holy Commandments or something like that. Commanders of the Holy whatever, something or other. And the captain of that, I believe, kills the celestial dragon turned decent human dude guy. I forgot his name, but he has green hair. He killed him because he sided with the people. And I hope Charles is dead. I really hope he's dead. So, because sometimes One Piece likes to leave things ambiguous and somehow they recover. I hope this nigga's dead. I hope that nigga is dead. Because fuck him. Piece of shit, motherfucker. Um, yeah, so that's that, and that's all this happens on Marriage Raw. Whew. A lot of information, like I said, a lot of information, a lot of information. Then we switch back over to the Beehive, where Blackbeard's home base is, and yo, this nigga Garp is not to be fucked with, because Jesus Christ, this man is on a different level. If he was this strong, God only knows how strong Whitebeard was in his prime and how strong Gold Roger was in his prime. Because sheesh, because they used to go toe to toe with each other. Oh nah, Garp is on a different level. When I say he's on a different level, he's on a different level. They had this one giant on the island, um, on Blackbeard's Island. He's waking up. He's like, "Oh, you motherfuckers! You came and destroyed my nap. I'm about to throw you out." Nigga, before this nigga starts talking, all you see is Garp just shoot. This nigga jumped. This man's talking, 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 talking. Next thing you know, Garp in front of his face, puts his back into it, knock him right in the head, sends this nigga flying 300 feet into the ocean. I'm like, I just one tapped him. Crazy. I was just like, damn, that's wild. So it's Garp, Helmeppo, the new guy with pink hair. No, not pink hair. The new guy with like some mud ability. I don't know his name at the moment. And Kobe fighting off the pirates while the rest of them escape, right? And then in between the fight, we're getting flashbacks to Aokiji and Garp training together. And this is why I see these niggas on a different level. Tell me why we find out through the flashbacks that this nigga Garp was using battleships as punching bags. No. Listen. I want you to. I hope you heard what I said. This man is using battleships as punching bags. No hockey, no devil fruit. Just punching the shit out of him, and he's slowly making a dent in each hull of the battleship. Nigga, what? It's like a garbage on a different level. And you through the flashbacks you get to see their bond with his bond with Aokiji, throughout the years, blah 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 blah. You see him go through, it's like, my son wants to become a revolutionary army, god damn it. He's punching the battleship, just casually punching battleships. Um and then when Luffy wants to become a pirate, he's pissed about that. He's punching this shit. I'm just like, this nigga's not human. Like, what is going on with this man? Um, yeah, and then we also see a little bit of Kobe's training and whatnot. And Kobe still got a long way to go. You did your thing towards the end of this arc, but you still got a long way to go. Because this man fell for the oldest trick in the book. They had the pirates had one of the females act like they were damsel in distress. Kobe runs to go save him because they were about to leave. Kobe wants to go save him. Nigga puts himself in harm's way. The invisible marine guy from Impel Down, if you remember, I think his name is Shisui, something like that. Shisui of the Rain, or something along those lines. Shisui, I don't know. It's very similar to the Naruto guy. I'm gonna call him Shisui. Shisui of the Rain. Um, he's invisible. He's about to stab Kobe, but Garp gets in the way. He gets stabbed. I'm like, damn. Might be wrapped for Garp this arc, man. Looking like it might be wrapped for this arc. I was like, damn, that's crazy. They actually killing people like this latter half of the thing. Assuming that Charles is dead, because fuck that nigga. Um, yeah, so he gets stabbed, and all the other pirates are like, yeah, he weakened him. Well, let's kill him now. And then Aokiji comes down and says, nah. He starts freezing these things. Like, if you are on Blackbeard's ship and you are not one of the top tier niggas, you are cannon fodder. Because the higher ups do not give a fuck about your life. There's so many times in this battle, they just had no disregard for any of their lives at all whatsoever. It's crazy. Speaking of which, I just remembered. Yeah, at some point, I don't know. If, this is. I think this was before he got stabbed. Before the dude, one of Blackbeard's top dudes comes out and does a fireball thing, and this man Garp picks up three or four pirates and uses them as a shields and starts throwing them as fucking cannonballs of like no, he starts throwing them as pirate bombs. He said he calls them pirate bombs. I'm like, yo, this nigga is not serious. This nigga is not serious. First of all, you gonna use them as shields. And then just hey yo. He's not serious. He's not serious. Just wow. Anyways, Aokiji's freezing him. He's like, y'all not gonna be able to beat him, even at your worst. Even though he's weakened now, y'all still not enough to kill him. And they both get some good licks in and whatnot. Um, oh shit! What just happened? Give me a second. Hold on. Oh. All right. Uh, my fan died, so we're just gonna have to use this for now. Um, but yeah, what was that? What was that? He was like I said, they were about to leave because the girl on the ship was like, "Yeah, everybody's here. It's time for us to dip." And
I'm finding it hard to like him right now. We didn't do that shit. God could have got up, but I think it was destined for him to die there because Aokiji kept popping up. Like I thought he beat Aokiji, but Aokiji keeps popping up, talking about I can't let you leave. And he's also built different as well. Um, and then I think one of the pirate dudes is in charge of the island, and he's like, "Oh, y'all thought they were about to be safe? Don't underestimate my power." Nigga pulls out arms, legs, and feet from the island. I'm like, oh nah. I'm like, then again, I'm not surprised because people with devil fruits, it's not just the basic ability no more. Like they can do shit that you didn't think was possible, you know. So he was about to extend his arm and smash the battleship, and Garp is like, niggas, what are you here to learn? We go to a flashback, and this is early on in the Navy training for Kobe and Helmeppo and the other dudes and whatnot. And he was like, okay, so what happens if you have two people on the island filled with monsters? You have a baby and an old man, and you come on a boat and you can only take one person with you. Who are you saving? Kobe first is like, oh, I'll take the baby and then come back for the older man. Or then Kobe was like, oh, no, I can put the older man and the baby on the boat and stay on the island. And Garb is like, nah, you're gonna take the baby and you're gonna dip. You know why? Because old niggas have lived their life. They'll be alright. If it's their time to go, it's their time to go. I was like, damn, this nigga's cold. And it's kind of like I don't know what the word is, but like a kind of like a foreshadowing, or I don't know what the word is, but the best word I can use is foreshadowing because of what happens next. So as the dude's about to slam on the thing, Garp is like, I'm gonna cause a distraction. You Humupo. No. He's like, Kobe, fuck up, destroy that arm. I know you can do it. Kobe's like, how? Fuck, I don't got no bombs. He's like, I don't got no bombs. How am I supposed to do that? He's like, the other dude, after he destroys it, take care of the debris. And he's like, all right. And then he's like, Humupo, make sure nobody stops them from doing what they're doing. And he's like, all right. And then they're just like a little frazzled. And then I forgot what Garp says, but Garp is like, all right, jump. And they all get serious and they, start going. And they start going, start going, start going. Helmeppo stops and he's trying to fight off the things. And then we get a little um, back and forth with Kobe as he's struggling. He's like, how the fuck am I supposed to destroy this arm? And the dude's like, you got a bomb or something? Like, how are you supposed to destroy it? He's like, I don't fucking know, but I'm going to do it. And they're just going. We're seeing flashbacks of Kobe training and whatnot. And long story short, this man uses the same technique as Garp. I think Garp was called Galaxy Impact when he punches. Kobe calls his Honesty Impact. I was like, it's a little corny of a name, but Kobe, I'm gonna let you slide because you coming up in the world. It's okay. It's okay. You gotta come with some better names though. Honesty Impact it doesn't have the same ring to it as like Galaxy Impact. But anyways, that's supposed to be his little character moment and whatnot. And through them destroying the arm and taking care of the debris, they all three of them end up on the boat. And Kobe's like, yeah, let's go back for Garp. And Garp is like, basically like, remember what I taught you niggas. The mission is complete. Go back to headquarters. Forget about me. I've lived my life. And this man is just on the floor laughing as Akiji slowly freezes him. And dare I say that as he's starting to freeze him, it kind of looks like Aokiji wants to cry, or maybe it might be representative of him crying a little bit because after all, this was his mentor. Um, I'm sure they had a close bond and whatnot, and that's where we end the episode. So Garp is potentially dead. Kobe and most of the navies have made it away. I mean, they're still in line with the island. I don't know if there's anything else they might do, but um, I think they're um, in the clear. We learn about Emu more. They're just blobs of something, and the five elder stars are also blobs. So, like, there's so many questions to be had. Like, okay, what are they? That's the first question. What powers do they have? Are they responsible for the devil fruits being in existence in this world? Why do they care so much about people being celestial dragons? This world is about to be turned upside down by the end of the show. I don't know where this is going. I stopped to try to guess where One Piece was going to go a while ago because when I thought it was going to zig, it zagged. When I thought it was going to zag, it zigged. When I thought it was going to go up, it went to the left and down the hallway. And I'm just like, I'm just going to stop guessing or stop trying to theorize because I don't know. I don't know where this is going. And I think it's better if I just enjoy the ride. Yeah. These were some good episodes. These were good episodes, not gonna lie. As you can see there, I got Luffy fifth gear. This awesome poster I found at the mall in Philly, I believe. There's Zoro. He has both eyes open. I don't know if that's canonical in the manga yet, but it's dope. Dope poster. And then I don't know if you can tell, but that's Salt Bay Sanji right there. This whole wall is One Piece. I just now noticed. It's crazy. Oh, and I got the water Ichimoji right there. Yeah, that's this whole wall is just One Piece. Crazy. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I'm probably gonna go back and I haven't seen the One Piece movies, and I looked it up before I came on this video to record. I believe there's about 15 movies, so I'll probably watch those to get a little bit of my One Piece fix. I think I've seen one of them. I think I've seen Gold. I wanted to watch Stronghold with the war thing, but I didn't get around to it. So this is my chance now. I didn't watch One Piece from Red because I was told there was a spoiler in there, and the spoiler was that at some point it wasn't like a spoiler, but they showed it for like a second, and it doesn't take much people to know that Luffy's about to get a new form. Because at the time I didn't know that was going to happen. So yeah. So now that I think everything's pretty much caught up, and that most recent movie is not really spoilery. I'm probably gonna watch those. I might do reviews of them. We'll see. Nobody's really watching these videos right now, so I don't know. But content is content. Gotta keep grinding. Anyways, yeah. So that's where the One Piece leaves us. Great show. I didn't think this is where we would end up. That's another thing. No one's watching this right now, but I'm gonna still say this because I want to get this off my chest. I'm getting tired of all the random One Piece hate for no reason. Like I saw something, I believe it was Tracy Allen, I believe. Shout out to you. I was watching one of his hot take videos, and these dudes were talking about One Piece is stagnant. There's no character development. There's no this and that. And then at the end of the tape, they're like, "But we never watched One Piece." So why the fuck are you talking about it then? I don't understand. If you don't like it, it's okay. It's okay if you don't like it. But you don't need to start crapping on it. Like, bruh, it's okay. We're all humans. We're all gonna like what we like. Not everybody's gonna like the same thing. It's okay. Please. Like, why can't we all just get along, man? Damn. Yeah, that's just what I want to get off my chest. Um, So yeah, what was I saying? I'll probably watch the movies to get a little piece of One Piece fix because 6 months is a long time to wait. But it gives me time to catch up with some other animes. I think Dawn to Dawn is probably the next one I'll probably try to get into because I heard that's really good. Um, I don't know if I make videos on that. I still gotta make videos on My Hero Academia. I need to catch up on that. Anyways, if you like the video, make sure you like the video. Please subscribe. It is a big help to me to help me grow this channel and help me bring out more video and content if you like what I'm doing here. Um, I like to be very varied in my taste of anime, so I will eventually watch. I do watch other animes besides One Piece. I've seen Demon Slayer. Like I said, I'm watching My Hero Academia. I want to check out Dawn to Dawn. I believe I watched all of Solo Leveling. Like there's so many other animes out there that I watch. I would potentially like to make videos on it. I don't know. I'm also doing basketball stuff on this channel too. I don't know which one's gonna take off. We'll see. Though I've heard the basketball community is kind of toxic, but that's a story for future me. Anyways, if you like the video, make sure you like the video. Please subscribe. Help me out if you like what I do here. Drop a comment below. Tell me if I got anything right, if I got anything wrong, if you disagree with some of my takes in this video. I'm open for conversation and I'll try to respond to, I mean, ain't nobody really watching, but if there's a comment, I will make sure I'll do my best to respond so we can have a conversation, chop it up. With that being said, until next time, YouTube, peace.